Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a spray gun review. We are looking at SAGOLA range today. The spray gun shop have kindly sent me out the 4600 Xtreme digital spray gun, and what a gun it is. It really is a nice gun. Now, I have used a 4600 Xtreme non-digital on the channel. There is a video on the channel. I did a sort of little review for you on it. I'll pop a video up now. Now, the first thing that you see on this video, I'm dropping clear coat down on this fender that you can see here, and now you can see how fast I am moving around on this panel. These spray guns are absolute beasts when it comes to speed, guys. They're really, really fast. Because I'm sort of used to the DD1 going at a certain pace and just feathering the trigger, nice and gently going round. You put the SAGOLA in your hand and you have to move, you really do. I find it really wets the panel up quick. And that's what I like to see when I clear coat. I like to see what I'm laying down. Sometimes you pass with a gun and it doesn't look like it's putting anything down. It just looks very sort of grainy, and then it sort of like flows and then goes fully wet. But when you use the SAGOLA, you just put an instant wet pass down. It sort of just goes one big band and it's like cleared straight away. So I do like these guns for the speed of it. The build quality on these are really nice. Solid internals on these guns. So you've got no baffles. It's just all solid structure inside. Dials to the back of the gun are very nice on the fan and the fluid. Nice and smooth. Trigger's really nice on these. Cups are really cool because you get a anti-drip sleeve that goes around the top of the cup. So if you had the lid slightly undone, a little bit loose, and you were moving around with the gun, you can catch whatever your fluid is on this little sort of drip tray, as you'd call it, around the edge of the cup there. If you don't like these, you can slide these off the bodies. It's best to take these off the bodies straight away when you get it out of the box if you don't like them, because if you start getting drips down here, it'll sort of glue itself to the cup and then you have to really struggle to try and get the sleeve off, but they do come off. Now, they kindly sent out as well another needle and nozzle setup. So we've got a 1.2mm XL, and they sent me out a base coat cap, which is the Aqua. So I've not used this one before, so we're going to give that one a run today. Also in the box, you get your spanners and you get your sort of cleaning product piece in there, a little pamphlet, obviously a bit about the gun. Inside, package really nice. There's a little bit of info on the back of the box as well about the gun and sort of setting it up and things like that. So that's basically it. What we'll do is we'll move over to the body shop. I've got 4 bonnets to paint, so I'll take you through the settings on the gun, the cap changes, the needle nozzle changes, and I think I've also got a Mitsubishi L200 front wing, new wing, and then a front corner of the bumper, which is going to be clear coat, with base coat and clear coat. So I can take you through that, and then we'll shoot back to the studio and I'll give you my final thoughts on the SAGOLA. So let's get into the body shop. We are in the spray booth. I've got the bonnets. I said I had 4 bonnets to do. The Mitsubishi's been done, so I'm not doing that today. We've got the SAGOLA set up. We've got the 1.2 with the aqua cap on for the base coat. I'm running this on the digital gauge. I've got my normal gauge at the bottom just to double check it. I'm running 22 PSI, and that's reading 1.8 bar. So I think that's about right. I go by PSI, not bar, only bar when it comes to like 2 bar when it comes to clear coating. I think that's set up. We're going full fluid, full fan. Got the base coat mixed. Got to do a full coat on these. So full coverage on the first pass. And this is basically just sort of a cover coat just to get these coloured up, because we've got like a grey primer and then we're going with like a blue base coat after. So I'll stick it on the cap can and we'll smash the base coat down with the SAGOLA. base coat down very quick as well. Gone down silky smooth on this. Really has dropped a nice coat of base down. You can just see how nice that's gone down. Silky smooth, nice and flat. It sprays really nice. I think you've got to back off a little bit with the gun on the base coat. Just bring it back. I'd say around about 7 to 8 inches back, 22 psi. I'm going full trigger on the 1.2 and it's just nice, just going full trigger, wets the panel up really well, and that's the result you get with it. It just drops it down really, really good. Nice and quick on the 1.2, it's a nice balance I think on the base coat, because you can just go full trigger and you can just get the groove on. So yeah, so far the aqua cap, very nice on the SAGOLA. Right guys, I've just gone round these with a tack cloth, just to see how well the base coat went down, and that is all that came off 4 bonnets, all 4 bonnets all the way around. And these are big items. These are about 6.5 feet long, 2.5 feet deep all the way around, and that's all I got off. So it's laid the base down really, really nice, silky smooth. As I said, dropped it down really, really well when you look down that, really smooth. So we've got the next base coat mixed up. This is the blue Maserati blue metallic. Now stick it on the cam. Enjoy the next bit of base coating. Second lot of base coat down, and again silky smooth with that aqua cap. Really nice cap on the 1.2 for base coat with the aqua cap. Really, really nice. Tack ragged it, and a lot of this is from the previous when I tack ragged and showed you. Absolutely next to nothing on these. Going around tacking them off and then stacking them down. Silky smooth again, as you can see. Looking down that, really silky smooth, not grainy at all. Lovely gun, brilliant on the base with that cap, brilliant. So I've set the other cap up, I've just proved I've set it up. We've got the DVR clear coat 1.3, got that cap on now. Mix the clear up, PPG, 2-bar pressure, full fan, full fluid, smash and clear out. we've got the first coat down. What a gun, honestly. If you're after something to move quick with, the SAGOLA, oh my god, it hammers it down. It wets the panel up really quick. You get different finishes with this if you go different distances as well. But I was sort of like playing with it a bit on the first coat. I've got a great hair landing in it here, and I tried to get it out in the first coat here. Dabbed a little bit of masking tape, it would not budge, so I have to clear over it, see if they can flat round it, to see if it sort of like disguises when you polish it. But other than that, the finish for a first coat, really, really nice. Really nice. I like the finesse of the DB1 because it's sort of like, the C2 cap gives you that little bit of speed, but you've got a lot more sort of control. The SAGOLA's like balls out, if you like, but once you get to grips with it, once I started on that one, then clear coated that one, when I came to this one, I was really getting to grips with it and just sort of going really quick, dropping the clear down. I'm going full fan, full fluid, but I'm feathering the trigger. I'm not fully opening the trigger on the fluid. I'm just gauging it and sort of locking it at half and just bouncing it on half, going around these, and it's putting enough down. I'm going to let these flash off and I'll just give it a little bit more where I need to. But brilliant gun, guys, really is a nice gun. Digital gauge works nice. It was nice to have my gauge linked in the bottom. I've got a DeVille gauge linked in, and the DeVille gauge was reading 2 bar and the digital gauge was reading 2 bar. Fluctuated now and again, just flickered up and down, just have to slightly adjust it, but 2 bar, brilliant. So I'll see you on the last coat of clear on this one, and then I'll see you back in the studio for my final thoughts on the SAGOLA. Down, gone down really nice. Great finish with the SAGOLA. It really is. Really nice finish. This is the last one that I did. You've just got to move a little bit quicker. That's all. You sort of like, I've been like feathering the trigger, slowing down where I need to slow down, especially when you've got these pieces here, these edges and these edges under here. You can't load it up heavy around here, and you can't load it heavy here. A lot of people run them here, so you just got to feather it and build the clear up where you need to build it up. But it worked really, really well. And I don't think it's a very hungry gun, really. I mean, I was feathering the trigger, not blasting full trigger. I'm sort of going in between and just working the trigger where it needs to put more clear. As I say, you've got a lot of delicate pieces around here, curves, and all these little like edges that go under here. You've got to be really careful not to run anywhere. A lot of the paint has been getting runs around here, or missing and getting dry spots. So as you see, when I go round, I sort of work that long edge and come to here, and then work up, and then I'll come back down and then bring the clear to here, work this piece into here, in here, come round, bring the front lip round, and just break the bonnet down into little sections and just push that clear. The wet edge, just keep pushing the wet edge and working it round. And then I always sort of finish up on this top edge just up here. They've gone down really nice. Very clean as well, very clean. There's not hardly any dirt in this whatsoever. It's come out really well. So I'll see you back in the studio for the final thoughts on the SAGOLA. Hi everybody, welcome back to the studio and welcome to my final thoughts on the SAGOLA. I just want to say a big thank you yet again to the spray gun shop for sending this gun out so I could do a review for you guys. And I'm glad they did, because I think it is a brilliant gun. It really is a brilliant gun. Now I'm all DeVille bliss when it comes to like base coats, primer guns, clear coat guns. If you watch the channel, I'm always using DeVille bliss and I absolutely love DeVille bliss. Just the way, the ease of the way they use them, they're just easy to use and get on with. And this is the second time that I've ever picked up a 4600 Xtreme. I did the review, what you see in the little clip at the beginning of the video, on a 4600 Xtreme, and sort of raved about it then, and then picking this one up today and using it with a different needle and nozzle setup, a different air cap for base coat. I just think it's incredible. It really is a very nice gun, guys. Solid internals, you've got no baffles, they're easy to clean, and they just get the job done. They put an immaculate finish down. That clear coat finish that you've seen in the video was as good as what the DB1 would put down, what I usually put down with the DB1. It did it nice and easy, fast, extremely fast. This one is the 1.3 XL. So me personally, I think that's more like a 1.4. It pumps it out like a 1.4 because I've used 1.4s in the body shop before, and it feels like a 1.4. I would personally set this gun up for me in the body shop doing them bonnets with the 1.2, because after spraying the 1.2 for the base coat and how it wetted the panel up and the speed of it with the 1.2 full trigger, nice and comfortable, dropping the 1.2 for the clear coat, I think that would be the sweet spot for me for that gun. The 1.3 XL, you'd have to sort of dial it in. If you're working on your gauge at the back, I just go full fluid and just feather it with a trigger. But if you're working it from the gauge at the back, just dial your fluid in, have a little test on a piece of paper, and you'll see how much this gun pumps out. And then just set your fluid, full fan, 2 bar, and you are good to go. You will get an immaculate finish down, guys, you really will. And you can get your different sort of peels by sort of your air pressures. You can adjust your air pressures, and you can get your different distances with the gun away from the panel, and you'll achieve different finishes. If you're doing like car OEM finishes, you can easily get it with this gun, very easily. And if you want the real flat finishes, you can achieve them as well. But I really enjoyed using the aqua cap with this today on the 1.2 for the base coat. It dropped it down silky smooth, as you've seen in that video. And it's all about, if you get your applications down for your base coat, get them down as smooth as possible. Your finish layer, it all goes on what you're putting down. So the better you can put your base coats down, the better your clear coat result will be at the end of it. So big thanks again to the spray gun shop. I'll leave a link in the description so you can get over to their website, because they've got a brilliant selection of spray guns, guys, and they've got some really funky DV1s that I've just seen on the website, but they're stocking SAGOLA now, so they've got the Ranger SAGOLA. So head over to there if you're after one. The link will be in the description. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, click that subscribe, press that notification, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.